Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show presents the National League Division Series.
He just is having a hard time catching up.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. On to the bottom of the first. No score. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Line drive, caught.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
And now, Patrick Enos. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Back, according to Larry Bullard. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And that one is off the batter's eye. Wow, out of here. And that gives him the lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Antonio Manzanillo. On the ground to the left. Zips it across. Third out. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. This is the National League Division Series on the show.
To explore. I don't play that anymore.
And a base hit right there. So a man on base to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
That one ripped. And out of here. A laser to left. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front of a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this.
This to third, makes a sliding stop. The throw, and they get the out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game.
Started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover.
Now this one is hammered way back there, on its way and gone, and we are tied. A gigantic blast. And we're level. It's 2-2.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Oh, nice play. Gathers and throws, and that's a great play for the out.
Well, that's cat-like reflexes over there at the hot corner. Nice job of making that play and ending the inning.
Base knock center field, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second, and he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Everything came together for him. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field, so that definitely felt good.
Swings and misses. That's the second out.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results. And that's been true again today.
Now a screamer into the outfield. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that.
That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone! And they grab the lead. It's 4-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
As well. 2 runs across in the inning here in Game 1 of the NLDS. On the ground to short, could be 2. Takes it to the bag, that's 1, and that's 2. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 4-2. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. Enos. Swung on, belted. That one back. Gone. That's worth the price of admission. It's 4-3. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
The 1-2. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy.
High fly ball out towards left field. Montenegro going back, makes the catch, gliding onto the warning track. Swing and a ball popped up. Bonilla drops into the glove, and that is the inning. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now a 4-3 ball game. This is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. And safe. It's a stolen base. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Pitch is high. Throw to third. Out. And that will end the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
That one is absolutely belted. And that is gone. And we are all tied up. It's 4-4. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over angry.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. All even now at 4 apiece. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, it's just a great job of playing catch with the catcher.
Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. And Gary Simmons punches him out. That's a strikeout.
Player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well. Look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
And that is that. Through 5 1/2, and we're tied at 4. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his 2nd extra base hit in this one. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And a runner at second. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. Yes, he did. Down he goes on strikes.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trust in your stump.
Misses.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
In the air, center field. Chang sizes this one up, brings it in, and that will end the inning. Through 6, all square, 4-4. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
On the ground, could be two. Off-balance feed, there's one. Relay to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That's back there. And forget it. He flexes his power with that swing, and they jump out front. It's 5-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was...
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position.
And with 2 outs and the count full, the runners will be on the move. Got him! Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 8th inning coming up. The Bulls out front, 5-4. Well struck right field. That's back. And that's up onto the walkway and out of here. And they add to the lead. It's 6-4. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. That cutter low and away can be a really tough pitch. You have to stay within your mechanics and trust that you can get good wood to it. Well,
Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 6-4 ball game. Swings through him for the K. Went back to the changeup, and it was successful. And, Chris, that's a way
to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Man, it's so tough to adjust and catch up to a good fastball.
Of the NLDS. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. It's 6-5. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick.
Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. A dive, nice stop, over to first. What a play, inning over.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Swing swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter. Close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
On the ground to third. Now only one out remaining.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this. Positioned perfectly.
It's ball two. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So the tying run reaches with two away.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock. So if you want to try to steal a base, 9-hitter, and you're about to turn this lineup over, so get a little momentum.
Sends it to center, and this should be it. That's the ball game.
When you hit 5 balls out of the yard, you expect to win. Some teams live and die by the long ball. Today, these 5 homers, they really led them to victory.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
6-5 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.